Hello there, and welcome to a rather short introductory video for the LEGO ship builds I've made, at least the custom built ones. And this is going to be a pretty short one because I'm tired and still burnt out from last weekend at GalaxyCon. So without further ado, we're going to start with the IJN Yamato, the first build that I did, and you can tell because it's very rugged and very crude, I guess, compared to the other ones. I was just slapping a bunch of plates together to try and build the hull. It's a very haphazard build, you know, a lot of leftover pieces from a bunch of other kits and spare parts, but despite that, I was able to, I think, get a decent amount of detail into the ship, especially with the little catapults there at the back and the overall silhouette of the superstructure. I think it came out pretty well, and I might rebuild it in the future at some point. Once I get perhaps the Richelieu down, might revisit the Yamato build. But with Hood, the build takes a big leap forward because I mostly focused on the hull and improving and trying to streamline the process of building the hull. And also I worked on the coloration more, so a lot more of the gray, white, black, the red, you know, not a bunch of multicolored spare bricks and so forth. But that was the main focus for this build, is sort of simplifying everything. And then from there, I really focused on superstructure detail. So the turrets I kept pretty simple, but the superstructure, like with the conning tower, I love the conning tower. I've gotten a couple compliments on that from people. Came out pretty well. And the masts, right? The main masts and everything, pretty good as well regarding the detail. And that's about it. Hood was a surprisingly simple build once I got the general layout of it. I don't know why. I kind of was kind of overthinking it. I was definitely overthinking it. If you see that residue at the bottom, I was trying to make it waterproof and make it float. Fair warning, do not try that. It is a pain to remove it, so do not try that at home. That was a younger me making a big mistake. However, everything I learned from that led into Pola, and it is by far my favorite build of the three because I was able to just focus more on the detail. So the previous experience, I took that, and now I'm focusing more on superstructure detail, turret detail. So here I was really focused on getting the curve and the shape of the main battery turrets, with how close together the guns are, with the curve on the back of the turrets and at the front right there on the front of the turret face, the superstructure, how it's trunked into the forward funnel, and then the secondary, the rearmost secondary, how its barbette is sort of independently standing up, outside of the superstructure. I like that as well. It's another little thing that I had to get a bit creative with. But I like the Pola. It came out very, very nice. And it's my personal favorite. And so I'm going to need that attention to detail when doing the French ship. Oh boy. And that'll about wrap it up for this video. I do plan on doing more in-depth videos for each one in the future, so look out for that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.